Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and today we are doing a food tour of Istanbul with a local. We are doing this with today's sponsors, Localie, which is an awesome platform that connects travelers with locals to explore their city. This is a far more unique experience than going with a tour guide or tour company, as they can tailor-make the day for you, and it's much more relaxed, a lot more like hanging out with a friend. We're now going to go jump on a ferry and meet with our Localie, Kasim.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Kasim.
Nice to meet you, Kasim.
I will be your local today.
Excellent. So this is our new friend Kasim, and he's going to be showing us around Istanbul today.
Yep.
We've always been too afraid to get buses, but now we have someone to take us and hold our hand. It's not so scary. So this is our first stop of many, and we're going to be having food and drinks all sprinkled around Istanbul. First one is fresh lemonade. If you've seen previous videos, you know this is something that Alex and I love, and it's very nice on a boiling hot summer's day. What's the name of the area we're in now?
Right now we're in Balat. Balat is the old district of Armenian and Jewish.
Okay.
And there are a lot of like gypsies, and all of them are mixed. And right now you cannot even understand which nation is here.
So they're speaking very differently from most.
Yeah,
of the people here.
they put some words from gypsies language or Armenian
Oh,
language.
okay,
and
kind of
Jewish,
like
yeah,
slang or something.
Slang, yeah, like much more street language.
Like
I think.
dialect
Yeah.
or something.
Different. You cannot understand them fully.
We have said on I think basically every single video here in Istanbul about the streets. Walking around is definitely the best free thing to do in Istanbul, and we have been taking advantage of the cheapness of it by walking around and just learning from our guide. He's been taking us to a few different churches to learn about some of the history around the area, and also just pointing out some of the most photogenic streets for those Instagram lovers out there. What we're most excited about today, apart from seeing the streets, is to go and try some more local food, especially stuff that we probably wouldn't have tried ourselves. So now we're going to hop on a bus to a different area and go and try some Turkish food. The first stop for our food tour is the home of soup, where they have, how many soups do they have? Like 20
types.
Okay, I didn't know that soup was so popular here in Turkey. The place that we're actually eating the soup is really cool because it's over 1,000 years old, is that right, this building? So it used to be a monastery, a place for people to sleep, and now you've got mugs like us eating soup here. We've got 3 different types. We've got a boring mushroom soup for Emma. And then we've got chicken, and then what's this one?
This is made from, I can watch what from
Google.
Yeah, Google.
It's extremely hot in here right now. And
We just whacked on the aircon, so fingers
So a nice
crossed.
hot soup should cool us down.
Yeah, you've got these big sweat marks where your bag is out, your straps are. You've got these 2 lines on the other side.
Yeah, lentils. So it's made from lentils.
Ah, lentil soup.
And
okay.
what's it called in Turkish?
Mercimek.
Mercimek.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is like a traditional soup?
Traditional. This is like the simplest one.
Okay.
Like croutons.
Some croutons inside.
Some
Nice.
lemon juice.
Yeah, put
A little bit of lemon.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay.
Then what we have? Also we have garlic here.
Wow,
No.
pure garlic.
No, you can smell it. Okay.
Oh, my breath tastes bad just smelling that. Jeez. And then mix it in.
Mix it in and eat.
Okay. Okay, that's really good. It's really like hearty. I haven't eaten something like this since I'm sick, so it kind of makes me want to be sick.
Chicken soup. You always have chicken soup when you're ill.
I'm going in for, this is your bog standard soup. This is probably your Heinz tomato soup from England, the equivalent. Okay, I'm digging that. That's really good.
Yeah?
And
Better than
maybe
the chicken one?
Yeah, but I think he's put more lemon in.
Ah, okay.
That's the trick. Oh, and more garlic. Oh, that's in the mouth.
Yeah, I haven't had soup for a long time either. It's good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's that different from most mushroom soups that I've eaten. It's nice.
I mean, in the nicest way, how good can soup really be?
True.
Still some of Kasim's.
That one's really
It's all
good.
about that one. So I think the verdict is, if you want to eat soup here in Turkey, go for this one.
So we've had our starter, we've had our soups. Now moving on to the mains, we actually have a row of a few different restaurants along here that are all next door to each other that he's recommended.
They're all different, and conveniently we just have to walk next door for me to get my next snack. So what is this food?
Tantuni.
Tantuni.
Yeah,
What is tantuni?
Tantuni is the, how it goes, like burnt meat in the plate. So, and then they put it on the wrap. And mixing with the vegetables and all this stuff.
I'm really excited to try this because I didn't actually know it was any different to kokoreç, which I've seen around and tried before. But this one is not actually made from the intestines of the animal, but it's actually the meat. It's all fried, chucked in with some like onions, tomatoes and stuff, and then wrapped up here. So apparently I need to add just a little dash of lemon to each bite. Wish me luck.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a little bit spicy, and the inside tastes very similar to the fish sandwich I had in a different video.
Ah, like the spices maybe are quite
The same
similar.
spices are very similar, but the meat definitely tastes like a better quality than the kokoreç. After having the soup, it always fills me up a little bit, but then I'm ready to eat straight after. I'm trying to eat this though before my body registers that I'm full. A few weeks ago I tried a fish sandwich at a place called Emenusta, and I was told this was going to be the best one that I was ever going to try, so I haven't even been thinking about trying another one. But Kasima told me that that place is nothing special, it's overrated, and actually this little place here that's not very busy is the best one around. It looks very, very similar to the one I had before. It's got like sort of sauce on the outside and on the inside, and then it's filled with some mackerel and loads of sort of veggies and stuff. I'm a little bit on the full side, like since I've eaten the last few meals, it's settled, I'm stuffed, but I couldn't leave without trying this. Okay, I'm going straight in. It's a big claim if it's going to be better than the last one. Get myself a bigger bite. I can't really remember the last one I had. Ooh. I think I suffer with recency bias always, so I want to say this is actually better than the last one, but yeah, I can't really say that. It's probably very similar.
Definitely holds its own.
It holds its own, and the fact that it's not that popular compared to the other one, that this one stands out just for the uniqueness. Something funny I've just seen here is if you look, this car has just pulled up alongside us. The bloke's just got out, it's in the middle of the street. If you turn around here, you can see these guys have stopped. This seems to happen all the time in Turkey, and then people just start to get angry at each other.
Road rage central. So behind us we have a very well-known hammam, which is like a spa or a Turkish bath, and apparently Queen Elizabeth herself visited this place.
Got herself a scrub down.
Got herself a scrub down. Now I don't know about you, but that is not an image I want in my head for the rest of the day.
Well, they vigorously clean you, don't they?
They do, so vigorously. So apparently a really popular thing to do here is to come and buy your baklava, take it to a coffee shop and eat it at the coffee shop with your coffee. The owners of the coffee shop don't get annoyed about you taking it in or anything. This is completely normal. In England this would be very much frowned upon. We've gone for a selection of different ones because There are so many to choose from. I can't even get into the differences between them all. It's a combination of nuts, pastry and sugar from what I know. I think this is the traditional one, so this is with pistachio. We have got a far less traditional chocolate version here. We've got a walnut one. I've never had it before, so I have no idea what to expect. I like nuts, I like pastry. I'm hoping that means that I'm gonna like baklava because I've got enough of it. First I'm gonna go for the traditional one before I try any of the fancy ones. So in here you have the layer of pistachios topped with all of these layers of pastry on top. I don't know how sweet this is gonna be. Whenever I've tried the desserts in Turkey so far, they have been incredibly sweet.
That's a happy face.
Incredibly sweet, but so good. I imagine this would be really good with ice cream. I don't know, just to like balance the sweetness of it. But inside, those nuts are incredible and teamed with all these millions of little layers of pastry in there. It's so good. So I think we would be here all day if I went into detail about every single variety of baklava that we have here. So I think the three of us are just going to tuck in, enjoy our coffee and baklava, and I will come back to you with the verdict of which one I prefer. So you're not originally from Turkey, you're not a Turkish guy, you're a Russian.
Yeah, I'm not Russian, but
Technically.
technically
You have a Russian passport.
I have a Russian
but,
passport,
yeah.
but I'm Tatar, but Russian. Yeah, I'm from Russia.
So how long have you been living in Istanbul?
I'm living in Istanbul for 6 years. In September it will be 6 years that I'm living in Istanbul.
Nice, you're basically a local.
Yeah.
When you travel, would you use Localie yourself?
If I will go to London, of course I will take a local. It's a friend, not guide.
Yeah, exactly.
You can sit and chill. You shouldn't go and say like this building was built by Mehmet IV in 1353. Like nobody cares. Nobody 2 meters and you forget about this. Okay.
That's
but how
true.
did you sit and drink coffee with baklava is much more
memorable. Maybe.
Memorable.
Yeah.
I have tried a bite of every single one of these baklava, and before I tried it, I went in with a pretty closed mind, and I decided that I probably wasn't going to like it, and I can confirm that I hate them all. Exactly how I imagined they would taste.
You're not the biggest fan of nuts, are you?
Okay, I don't like pistachio, don't really like walnut. The sweetness is just a bit too glazed for my liking, so unfortunately, Alex's verdict, and no one cares about my verdict because you know that it's not going to be a connoisseur of any food, but I can confirm this is one of the very few Turkish foods that I just like.
There's definitely some I prefer over the others. I think I prefer the ones that are less sweet, if that's even possible, because they're all extremely sweet. I highly recommend having a black coffee with it to kind of balance out the sweetness with a bit of bitterness. And it's quite nice to go back and forth between the two. I know Al doesn't, but I really love pistachios and walnuts, so for me, this has been a top dessert.
Te desvestiste, lo hicimos en la habitación, qué rico mami, pero en cosas del amor mucho fallaba. No veía nada, mi amor, algo esperaba de tu mirada. Perdidos, sé lo que siento, pero tú.
So for our final stop, we have come to Census, which is a winery that produces all of their own wine, and actually it has its own bar and restaurant on site. One thing, if you've seen our previous videos, is that we've been really surprised by the quality of wine since we arrived in Turkey, and we are anyway huge fans of wine. So we were pleasantly surprised to find out that Turkish wine is so delicious and definitely holds up to other wines around the same area of the world. I'm usually pretty picky when it comes to white wines.
It's because you're very posh, isn't it?
I'm not posh.
Tell them how posh you are.
I'm really not, guys. I'm not at all. I like a lager occasionally too.
That's what a posh person would say.
After a day of wandering around in the sunshine, it is a really nice and refreshing way to end our time with Kasim before we head home. See you later.
See you later.
Beans out.
No, it's
No,
not
not
time.
right
Just
now.
go, just go.
Just go,
We've had a
okay.
terrible day.
Bye.
Unfortunately, this is the end of our locally experience here in Istanbul.
I'm so sad. We've had such a fantastic day. It's exceeded all expectations. I feel like actually I've made a friend, which sounds cheesy as something, but it's not, I promise.
Having now experienced it, we can highly recommend the locally experience.
Definitely.
And the thing that is the best thing about this is the price. It's a flat price any way you do it. For half a day it's 69 euros, for a full day it's 99 euros.
Yeah, and that can be split with up to 4 people. So if there's 2 couples or a group of 4 of you, that's only $25 each for a whole day. It's amazing.
And as long as you're not that weird, you're going to make a friend for life. Unfortunately, we're pretty weird, so we haven't made a friend.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like the idea of Localie and you want to check it out, we will leave a link in the description below. Highly recommend it.
Also, go and send some love if you can, because it is always good for the beans when we're working with people. If you go and say that the bean sent you there.
Yeah, go give them a little shout out. So yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell.
Also, leave us a comment. What was your best experience with a local on your travels? I don't usually do the beans out in front of everyone else, but why not? I've had a bit of wine. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out!